This video discuss what are the investor right and obligation regarding to the mutual fund. When the investor is invested his money in a mutual fund company, the number of rights have given to the mutual fund investor. Only not satisfying the investor right also has to follow the some duties, means the obligations. After satisfying the some condition of the obligation, then the investor can enjoy the some rights. In this video, you can discuss these factors. Government of Karnataka, Department of Collegiate Education, S.V. Kabade, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government Postgrad College, Jaipur, 586-101, mobile number 9986529073. Please, at the end of this video, if you have any doubts or problems or any recommendations, suggestion, opinion, you can write your suggestion, opinion in comment box given below this video. And also I request all of you to share this video to your friends. Please like this video. And also I request to subscribe this channel. Before discussing the investor right of the mutual fund, what are the norms or what are the standards of the mutual fund company? First we discuss about that. The first factor, what is that? Annual report. What are the legal matters regarding this one, the annual report by the mutual fund company? Every mutual fund company has to prepare the annual report at the end of the financial year. Now we discuss what are the matters relating to the annual report. In annual report, the mutual fund company should disclose all full matters regarding all schemes. Means what the mutual company has a different type of mutual fund scheme. All mutual fund schemes are to be disclosed. All portfolio factors, all portfolio of matters of mutual fund schemes in its company should be disclosed in the annual report. That is a norm it is a norm to the all mutual fund company by the Securities Exchange Board of India. Means you should adopt in annual report. Second one, after preparation of the annual report should be sent to the every unit holders of mutual fund. Unit holders means what the investor is invested his money in a mutual fund company, the investor is treated as a unit holder. What the investor is invested his money in a mutual fund company, the investor are treated as a unit holder. Means what I am saying you, the annual report should be sent to the every unit holder from the date of financial year within 1 month. And also the annual report should be sent to every unit holder. The first one, the mutual fund company should disclose all portfolio of all mutual fund schemes in its company. The annual report should be prepared within 1 month from the date of the financial year. The annual report should be sent to the every unit holder. And also, at the end of the financial year, within 1 month from the end of the financial year, the mutual fund company should give the advertisement in newspapers, such as one advertisement in English in daily newspaper and another one in advertisement in regional language. It is a nod to the mutual fund company. We cannot escape from this standards, norms of the mutual fund company. The first one, the mutual fund company should prepare the annual report. In annual report, the mutual fund company should disclose all portfolio of all mutual fund schemes. The annual report should be disclosed, the annual report should be prepared within 1 month from the date of financial year. The annual report should be sent to the every unit holder. Next one, the annual report should be given in the advertisement, means in a English daily newspaper, and another one in the regional language. Okay, these matters are regarding to the annual report. Now, come to the compliance manual. Compliance manuals means the policies, practices, how to form the committee, how the mutual funds are to be invested in other companies, how to collect the fund from the investor. Means this is one of the prospectus. This is one of the proceedings of the mutual fund company. What are the rules and regulations, policies are adopted by the mutual fund company. Means every mutual fund company should prepare the compliance manual. Means the asset management company, means AMC means asset management company should prepare the compliance manual. The asset management company should constitute internal audit system and also should form the audit committee by taking the suggestion from the investors, all the unit holders. And also the asset management company should review the compliance manual regularly. And also the asset management company should take the recommendation from the internal audit committee and the statutory audit committee. And also the asset management company should make a rectification when the internal audit committee and the statutory audit committee use some recommendation, and should when these committees are given any suggestion, those suggestions are to be rectified in compliance manual. Okay, these matters are regarding the compliance manual. Next one, in-house valuation committee. Okay, in-house valuation committee should be formed by the asset management company. This is also one of the norms. This is also one of the standard of the mutual fund company. Means what is that? Is third one, in-house valuation committee should be formed by the asset management company. In-house valuation committee should be consistent. There should be senior executive officer. What the asset management company is formed in-house valuation committee. In-house valuation committee should be consisted of senior executive officer. There should be senior executive officer in house valuation committee. And also the asset management company should select any employee from the accounting department. There is also accounting department in asset management company. Should also include any employee from the accounting department in House Valuation Committee. And also the fund management department is there also in asset management company. The asset management company should include any employee from the fund management in house valuation committee, and also should include any employee from the compliance department should include in house valuation committee. Okay, what the house valuation committee is formed of the AMC should review regularly. What the asset management company is formed in-house valuation committee. In-house valuation committee should regularly review what are the transactions are done by the mutual fund company, means the asset management company. The last one, review. It is also one of the standard of the mutual fund company, means the norms. Regular review. All trustees of mutual fund company should review regularly. All transactions should be reviewed. Whatever the schemes are introduced by the mutual fund company, all transactions should be reviewed regularly. Next one, the trustee of the mutual fund company should review all the transactions with associates. Now you can discuss the important point, the important unit, the investor's right. Okay, what are the rights? Now we discuss that. First one, ownership. The investor has a right. Ownership right. Ownership right means when the investor is invested his money in a mutual fund company, then mutual fund company reinvest that amount of the investor amount in a different company. When the mutual fund company is reinvested his investor money in a different company, automatically it becomes the asset to the mutual fund company. What I am saying you, the investor has ownership on scheme. The investor has a right on ownership of the any scheme. Means in which scheme the investor is invested his money on that particular scheme, the investor has a ownership right. Next one, proportionate right. Take an example. The total fund value of the particular scheme is rupees 100. Mr. X has invested of rupees 50 out of rupees 100. Means the Mr. X has a right 50% of right on total scheme. This is the proportionate right. Take an example. Again, I repeat this one. The total fund of the scheme is rupees 100. Out of rupees 100, the investor invested amount rupees 50. Means the out of 100, the investor has a proportionate right 50% of the total scheme. Next one, initial offers. Initial offers means when the mutual fund company introduce the new type of schemes, already there are a number of investors in that mutual fund company. After end of the closure of the any scheme by the mutual fund company, the investor has a right in initial offers after 30 days of the any closure of the any schemes. Means the investor has a right on initial offers when any new type of schemes are introduced by the mutual fund company. After closure of these schemes are not fully subscribed by the investor, on that situation, the investor has a right initial offers within 30 days from the closure of any scheme. Next one, dividend. Dividend means when the mutual fund company declares any dividend on any scheme, the investor has a right to receive the dividend within 42 days from the date of the declaration. The investor has a right to receive the dividend within 42 days. It is a right of the investor. AMC termination, it is also one of the important investor right. If the investors are not satisfied with the functions of the asset management company, not less than 70% of the investors pass the resolution to terminate the AMC, automatically the AMC will be terminated. Means what I am saying you, investor has a right to terminate the AMC. Investor has a right to terminate the AMC. Means that when the investors are not satisfied with the functions of the investor, by passing the resolution, the investor should be at least 75% the any scheme. If there are 100 investors in a particular scheme, more than 75 unit holders gather and pass the resolution to terminate the AMC, automatically the AMC will be terminated. The investor has a right to terminate the AMC. Next one, the investor has a right to inspect the document, material contract, memorandum of association, articles of association, offer document. Investor has a right to inspect any document of their scheme, material contract, articles of association, memorandum of association, offer document. He has a right to inspect those documents which are maintained by the asset management company in the mutual fund company. Right to change. Investor has a right to change in closed-ended scheme. If the investor more than 75% of the unit holders in a particular scheme gather, they think that it is better to change the scheme, policies, terms, condition. If all investor gather to change any scheme, they have also right to change the scheme of any mutual fund company. It is also one of the right to investor. Annual report. Investor has a right to receive the annual report from the mutual fund company within 1 month. Within 1 month from the date of financial year. Wind up any scheme. It is also one of the right of the investor. Okay, there are different types of schemes available in mutual fund company, Access scheme or Y scheme or Z scheme or whatever it may be. Take one example, Access scheme. There are 100 unit holders, Access scheme. 100 out of 100 unit holders, more than 75% unit holders are not satisfied with the Access scheme. More than 75% of the particular scheme, more than 75% of the schemes or units holders are not satisfied with the Access scheme. That scheme can be wound off. That scheme can be terminated by the unit holders, means the investor. Means this is also one of the investor right. fundamental attributes. The investors are not attribute. The investors are not satisfied. Terms, policies, condition with the particular scheme. Fundamental attributes. Okay, they can change the fundamental attributes. Means the investor has the right to change the fundamental attributes regarding any particular scheme. So in which scheme he has invested the amount. Relation officer means the Securities Exchange Board of India. The investor has also right to give his grievance, to give his problem to the public relation officer in a mutual fund company. When the investor has a problem regarding any matter of his scheme, he can give the problem to the public relations officer who is in a mutual fund company. If the investor does not get the solution for his problem, automatically can contact the public relation officer in the Securities Board of India directly. And also, what I am saying you in this 11th right of the investor, if any investor has any problem regarding the scheme, the investor can contact public relations officer for solving problem. If the investor does not get any solution for his problem, he can directly contact the public relations officer in grievance cell maintained by the Securities Exchange Board of India. Next right, sue the trustee. The investor, if the investor feels that they are being cheated by the asset management company, if the investor feels that the mutual fund companies are being cheated them, automatically the investor can sue those trustee. Okay, these are the rights of the investor. Means these are the rights of the investor. Okay, and some legal limitations to right, to enjoy the right by the investor, but some legal limitations are regarding to the rights of the investor. Now which is that? Not to sue to the trust. Already I told you, the investor can sue the trustee, but it is not possible to sue the trust. This is the first limitation of the right. Second one, no fixed rate of return. The investor cannot expect, the investor cannot ask to give the fixed rate of return on their investment. There is no right in a mutual fund company. It is not possible to give the fixed rate of return on their investment. The investor has no right to receive the fixed rate of return. The investor has no right to ask to give the fixed rate of return on their investment. This is also one of the legal limitations to right. Next one, not sue to the AMC due to any shortfall in any scheme. Not sue to AMC due to any shortfall in any scheme means in the last year the investor gets the more return. In this year the investor does not get the sufficient return. For changes, for shortfall in his return, he cannot sue to AMC. He cannot take any actions against the AMC due to a shortfall in any scheme. The investor, giving some example, I can explain this point. The investor purchased any scheme, the investor purchased a particular scheme at ₹100 the last year. But this year the scheme is valued at ₹90. Means there is a shortfall in his scheme ₹10. There is a shortage, there is a loss. rupees 10 to the investor. For this reason, for this shortfall in his scheme, the investor cannot show the AMC. The investor cannot give any complaint to the AMC. He has no right due to any shortfall in any scheme. Okay, these are the legal limitations to the right. Investors' obligations. First one, studying the risk factor. Before purchasing any scheme by the investor has to study the risk factors. What are the market risk factors are assigned? What are the market risks are associated with his scheme? It is a compulsory of the investor to study the risk factor. Next one, information of a document. Information of a document means before purchasing any scheme in a mutual fund company, there is one information booklet. The information booklet is provided by the mutual fund company to the investor. When the information booklet is provided by the mutual fund company to the investor has to read all information in the booklet. That is also one of the duty of the investor. Next one, monitoring scheme. Every day or every week or every month or every year, the investor is duty, what is that? To monitor the scheme. How the market, how the net asset value of the scheme is coming, is on way. Whether it is a profit or whether it is a loss, monitoring the scheme is the duty of the investor. Without monitoring the scheme, the investor cannot give any complaint to the mutual fund company. Okay, these are the obligations of the investor. The first factor, studying the risk factor. Second one, the information of a document. Third one, monitoring the scheme by the investor. Okay, till this video, we discuss what are the standards and what are the norms of the mutual fund company, and after what are the rights of the investor, and what are the legal limitation to the investor rights, and the last one, we discussed what are the investor obligation. In this video, we have discussed these points. You have watched this video. Thank you, one and all.